And we're constantly in the process of expanding and growing and becoming more of ourselves. But the only way to really allow that to happen is to take ownership of your life and to make time and space to quiet enough to actually hear what your heart wants you to know. Welcome to the Good Life Coach podcast. I am your host, Michele Lamoureux. The intention of this show is to awaken you to your fullest potential. Join me each week for inspiring interviews to elevate an area of your life, as well as interviews with women entrepreneurs who are creating success on their own terms. Each episode provides actionable tips to guide you to design a life you love. Hey there, it's Michele, and welcome back to the Good Life Coach podcast. Today, I'm going to do a solo episode. I just want to talk about you. I want to talk about how you're feeling and support you in connecting to yourself, to what you really deeply desire, more of you in your life, more appreciation for yourself, more time for yourself, more time for your desires. Discussing ways that you can get connected to what matters to you so that you don't feel depleted if you feel depleted. You don't feel taken for granted if that's how you're feeling. You don't feel alone. You don't feel lost. I think, oftentimes the first step is knowing what you want in order to move in the right direction. But I think many of us haven't been asked, what do you want? What do you really want? And that's where I want to start with today. The focus of my work is not just to inspire you with interesting interviews that help elevate your health or what's possible for you, which I think is deeply important. It's also to create a space where you can come back to yourself and have time to really figure out what you desire and to make more room in your life for you. That's really at the heart of this show, to get you connected with your truth and with your voice, your unique voice, in using it confidently. And I've had an interesting experience, I would say, in the last 6 months where I really got connected to me in a powerful way, where I feel such a deep shift within myself that I literally feel almost like a new person. And that might sound odd, but I just feel this sense of confidence and calm and peace that I haven't felt maybe ever. And it feels really good. And it's actually what's inspiring today's conversation. It's how do you start speaking up for yourself? How do you start taking care of yourself so that you feel good about each and every day? And I'm somebody who's always focused on all of the beautiful things in my life and feeling grateful. But you can still have a lot of amazing things going on in your life and not really feel clear about what you want, because it's very easy to get busy with the day-to-day things that we have to tend to, whether that's our kids, maybe you have grandkids, maybe you want to have kids, you've got a job, you care for aging parents, wherever you are. And maybe it's a lot of those things. We all have different responsibilities, but the relationship that we have with ourselves is the most important relationship that we have. So just going to spend a few minutes today to just invite you to first center. We're going to take 3 deep breaths right now, 1 in through your nose and out through your mouth. Here we go. Another one. And 1 more. And as you feel your body relax, I want you to close your eyes for a moment and get tuned into how you're feeling physically. How does your body feel? Do you feel stress anywhere? Do you feel overwhelmed? Is there sadness that you're holding back? Maybe it's hard to sit even for a moment. You need to be doing, and all of that is Totally okay. Totally okay. Now open your eyes and pretend we're sitting having a cup of tea together or your favorite beverage. For me, I am holding a cup of tea right now. And I'm somebody who deeply cares about your well being. And I'm asking you, how are you? Not the superficial, how are you, but how are you? Are you okay? Is anyone asking you that on a daily basis, every once in a while? We need to get connected to how we really are, because that's where the magic happens. That's where the shifts happen. That's where the change happens. And if I were to ask you, is there something that you've been thinking about? Gosh, I would really love to get back to. Maybe you like art, painting, dance, just time and space to go for a walk, to hear your own voice. Just take a moment to think about whatever came to mind first. Just trust that that's a part of you that really wants to be heard. And what would it look like if you could actually make space for that? Is there 15 minutes in your morning, 30 minutes in the afternoon, in the evening, sometime during your day where you can start exploring that? Maybe you want to write. Maybe it's starting with a journal. Just whatever feels organically true to you is the right answer. Because there's no roadmap for this. We all have our individual paths. We all have our individual experiences and traumas and experiences that have shaped who we are today in this moment. And we're constantly in the process of expanding and growing and becoming more of ourselves. But the only way to really allow that to happen is to take ownership of your life and to make time and space to quiet enough to actually hear what your heart wants you to know. And if you're tired, are you allowing yourself to rest? I'll tell you, I do something that is helpful, and I don't know if everyone can do this. You can try though, because it definitely works for me. I do believe in resting when you're tired. So what I do is I take my phone out and I set a timer for 15 minutes. If I'm like really so tired, I feel like I can't function and I need just a break to just close my eyes. I take out my phone. I set a timer for 15 minutes. I even sit up on the couch. I don't even lie down. Sometimes I do, but oftentimes I'm just leaning back comfortably and I allow myself to close my eyes, knowing that the alarm will wake me up so I can doze off if my body's that tired. And more often than not, I will fall asleep for 10 minutes and wake up feeling great. I will feel refreshed and able to continue my day as if I took like a 2-hour nap. And this is why I say I don't know if this is something everyone can do, but at the very least, at least you're resting your body and you're taking that 10 minutes to um, just soften and just breathe and rest and allow the cushions of the couch or the chair or your bed to just support you. We all need more support, and our bodies need to be heard and to be tended to. We're so good at checking things off. I even found this on Mother's Day on Sunday that I was like, I'm not going to do any laundry. I'm not going to do any chores. And I had a real deep need to feel like I was accomplishing something. So just having that awareness. And I did give myself permission to do a load of laundry. And it actually felt good because I knew I didn't want it to build up for the next day. So it's not about, again, doing it perfectly. It's just about having curiosity about yourself and what you need and what your patterns are. And it becomes the first step in figuring out, most importantly, what you need more of, what you desire. And then the next step can be to figure out where you can add yourself back in. But just play this week with having awareness about you. how you're truly feeling. If you're tired, if you're sad, if you're stressed, if you're lonely, if you're not feeling like your soul is being fulfilled, like what's calling to you? What wants more attention? What do you need? Do you need more exercise, more rest? Just pay attention this week. Just pay attention to what you truly need and how you really are feeling. And if feelings come up, allow them some space to take space so that you start reconnecting with your younger selves and that part of you that wants expression, so that it knows that someone's paying attention and that there's a possibility of honoring what you need. So I want to keep this one short today, but I will be coming back with specific ways and exercises to get connected. Like I said, for myself, I have been really conscious of what I'm really feeling and not feeling the need to say the right thing to someone else to make them comfortable, which has been a huge shift for me. And I'll talk about that on another episode, but it's been incredibly empowering and also just eye-opening about how much I edit and self-edit to make others comfortable. People pleasing has always been a thing of mine, and I think many of us do it, and there's no shame in it. But I guess they say, when you hit your 50s, you start caring less about what other people think and more about what you think. And I would say that's absolutely where I'm at. And it feels really freeing and really good. So anyway, I know this was a bit of a different episode, but I just wanted to share because I deeply care about this community, and it is for women, because I do think we tend to be the first to put others before ourselves, and that can be a lifelong pattern. And I just want to make sure that you are taking care of you. So thank you for listening. I look forward to reconnecting with you next Wednesday, and I hope that you stay well. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you gained some new information or inspiration for your life. That the essence of this show is to really wake up to what's possible for you, to reclaim your beautiful voice, and to really learn to love and prioritize yourself. So if you gained any value from any of the conversations you've tuned into, make sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast player. You can do that right now on your phone. And please do consider leaving a rating and review if you have yet to do so on Apple Podcasts. It's actually how more women can find the show. And I really want to grow a community of women who are loving themselves and living full on. So thank you as always for tuning in. And I look forward to reconnecting with you next Wednesday. Bye for now.